Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Gladiator is our most recent card release, so let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off real quick, get it out there. You do not need this card whatsoever. There is currently no deck that says if you don't have Gladiator, you can't play this deck. That being said, I wouldn't even own this card if I wasn't trying to get the Loki variant, which I did not get until the third cache, so I might as well open the fourth and get Gladiator. All right, with all that aside though, I did do a lot of testing yesterday since I had the card. I played him inside of Destroy. Obviously, I tested him in Silver Surfer, and ultimately where he landed up that I felt the best was inside of this junk deck right here. Now this list should look very familiar to most people because it's nothing new. In fact, all I did was take out Dr. Octopus and Ghost Spider. I put in Gladiator and Shadow King, and that's a wrap. Now, if you've never played a deck like this, the point of it is to annoy your opponent as much as possible by disrupting their game plan. We do that by sending them a Hood with a Viper, giving them a Widow's Bite, clogging up their side of the board with a Green Goblin and Debris. All these things that don't allow them to do what they are trying to do. And then if you have priority, you do have that Alioth on the final turn to kind of secure that win. And now we do have Gladiator as a stat stick to also maybe possibly pull one of their key cards and destroy. The other thing that's really good about Gladiator here is usually if you can fill up their side of the board and you just need to put a little bit of stats, you can play Gladiator and his ability doesn't go off since their lane is already full. Lists like this are very good into decks that need all the room on their side of the board, things that are trying to buff up their werewolf and jump him all around. Loki, decks that are just putting out a ton of cards. This really constricts them into only having a few spots to play. A few things to note about Gladiator and the way that he works is that when he pulls a card to duel, he will allow them to activate their ability or their stats prior to fighting. Meaning if you pull Dr. Doom, he will summon his Doom boss before blowing up. If you pull a Darkhawk, if his stats are bigger than you, he will stay. He will not be a 4-0 when he comes out. If you pull something like Alioth will blow up your Gladiator and then the Alioth will die. Just things to note like that. I also pulled a Carnage yesterday that ate 2 things and became a 2/6 and then blew up to my Gladiator. So just know that it is not the base stat. It will be the stats of the ongoing calculated together or after it does its on reveal ability. We are using him as a disruptive card here. And then best case scenario is playing him into a full lane where his ability doesn't even trigger, because 3 things happen here. You have 3 outcomes when you play Gladiator. You've got 1 good and 2 bad. The good being you pull a key card or you pull out a card that you blow up, and the 2 bad are that you pull out something bigger than you, giving them the advantage, or 2, you pull out a card they don't care about and get them that much closer to the card that they are looking for. Now, we are going to look at a run from a Golden Conquest with this deck here. You will see, I think just about every time I play Gladiator is a negative outcome. So like I said, don't think you have to have this card. You definitely don't have to have this card to play this deck. There's a bunch of different versions. I think everyone was on the same wavelength yesterday because I went up against a ton of mirror matches that were junk decks. I even went up against one that was running Zero and Sentry. Heck, that list may actually be better because you have the 0 to turn off your Gladiator or your Sentry. You could run a Dr. Octopus and a Ghost Spider. You do not have to have Gladiator. You do not have to run Alioth. You have a lot of different versions that you can be playing of this deck. Now, one list that I feel like I am at a disadvantage when I play this is against Destroy. They just have a lot of ways of getting rid of all the crap you put on their side. With that being said, though, nothing feels much better than dropping a Shadow King and a Shang-Chi on the final turn in different lanes and erasing all their power. It's, you know, chef kiss, feels the best. As always, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I will catch y'all in the next video. Do me that favor, click the like and subscribe if you are not currently. Greatly helps the channel. Now, we are going to outro out with a couple screen recordings that I had playing on mobile with this deck. It's just hard to find time to sit down and record most days, so we're going to look at those and then jump into the Golden Conquest match. All right, so what's going on here is he snapped me because he had his Black Widow in the Carnage and he'd given me a Green Goblin. But I held onto my Viper, and so I sent the Hood and one of his Widows right back to him, and then I used the other Widow's Bite and his Green Goblin he sent me to just blow it up and buff up that Carnage. Felt like a, you know, take all your crap back rude play. He drops the Iron Man in the middle. I hit it with a Spider Woman, just bringing those numbers that much farther down. And then I'm not going to lie, I know everyone gets upset, but on the final turn here, I'm going to drop Alioth into the middle, and I hit his Darkhawk, which makes his Mystique on the left a 0 since the card's not there. Just, you know, Completely ruined. Probably one of the most fun matches I had. It was like, oh, got to feel the burn on that one. Now look at this monstrosity. You might be asking, how did you get yourself in this predicament? That's what happens when two junk players go against each other. But ultimately, I am going to play a Carnage on the right, taking their Titania back from them and winning the tiebreaker. And you'll see as it goes out, it was 9 rounds of this nonsense. It was rough. One of the most frustrating games I had ever had to play. But we got it though. We got the win. Not too bad. Not too bad. You always love to see Sinister London. On, you know, when you're playing this junk list, you got Black Widow in hand. Maybe a Green Goblin would be great. The thing is, he's gonna lose 2 spots, right? Well, I guess we're just even if this goes in the middle. Oh, but we can just do this. That's kind of funny. So yeah, Debrii's gonna go off where he even gets a chance. Next turn, I'm just gonna hood into the Viper. He might snap me back here. Well, there's that. And then we just play Alioth on the final turn. If we have priority going into here, we win. Even if we don't have priority, as long as he doesn't play Alioth, we win. But this may be, you know, it may be the control lockdown list. Yeah, that was actually what I was afraid of. We actually lost. Yeah. He might have just drew his Alioth or what have you. Well, boo. Come on. Come on. It was going so well. I needed Black Widow to go here. This would have made things incredibly different. Incredibly different. So it looks like we are playing against the lockdown, which it's not great. It's not great for us. I think they have a life of their own. Also not good for us. I'm just gonna stay out of the storm lane, I think, to be honest. He can't drop Ms. Marvel here because of the Raptors. So that's kind of good for us. He really filled? Guess he did. Ah, well, he didn't fill. I need priority going in the final turn, but I don't think we can afford to play Spider-Woman over here. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well, this is interesting now. He's got Alioth, right? He's got Alioth. And we're just, I mean, He probably thinks I play here, right? I think we have to snap this back right here because I think in the long run we probably lose this. And we'll just, you know, we'll just take our lumps when we get them because... Oh! Okay, all right. I make that decision when I feel like I'm unfavored. I'm thinking, hey, here's a chance to take 8 cubes. Because odds are, the longer these matches play out, we're probably unfavored here. Okay. Yeah, it's not great. He's probably got Miss Marvel. Gladiator. Gladiator. Killing me, man. Killing me. There were so many things you could have hit instead. So many things. What can you do? What can you do? Not much. You can retreat. Oh, that's great for them. That's just great for them. If we did this, or I'm sorry, this, we could push it over next turn. But I don't think that's really what we're wanting to do here. We're going to hold this because I'm waiting for a storm, and I would love to drop 11 power into there. Opponent snapped. Yeah. I can turn it off next turn regardless. Yeah, so here... Could we get a Shadow King to turn the Medusa back off would be great. Now, he can play a 5 here. So can I, though. Oh, is he just going to... Sorry, I got a mosquito in my room. I wonder if he'll just play... I'm concerned he's just going to play Legion right here. I really want to play the Spider Woman. We're going for it. I think he Legions here. I think he Legions here. So even if he ties me on the left, we got the middle. Well, we read that play like a book. He's definitely got Jeff in hand, and so that's what he was thinking. Whew. Victory. Okay, we got Green Goblin. That's not good for us. And we're on the 2. I don't have any way to get over there. Escaped. I got to make all these plays, and all they got to do is have a favorable location turn up, and it's like, yep, GG. I wish that would have happened on freaking the turn before it was worth 2 cubes. I don't want to give them something to play there. But I guess I got to. I guess I got to. I guess I got to. Well, we know Jeff can't go to Fist Tower. I want to leave the Gladiator. Do I think they stormed this? I kind of do. Ah, they stormed nothing. Move on to their rocks. So this is a turn 4. Well, he might be really cluttered up here. Oh my freaking gosh.
Opponent snapped.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't. Oh. Well, dang. Why did I think that was gonna win? Ah. What was my other play? I was gonna Shang-Chi this? Ugh. 2 mana, huh? I'm just gonna get Alioth here. Or Miss Marvel or something. I really thought that this was going to be enough. Bummer. Alive. Oh. Well, it's not over. It's not over. This is good for our hood if they don't use Storm. I don't think we're doing anything, actually. I look for them to storm here if they can.
Wind, aid my
Okay. Oh my god, X-Mansion. Oh my god, Destroyer! It's not even worth playing in here, right? Oh, I would have been mad. I would have been mad. All right. Oh, I was gonna say we got them clogged up, but we don't actually. So we get rid of this. We hold the priority here, and we Alioth the right on the final turn. Seems great. So we will go down to the final turn, final round, which is always fun. I don't want to talk about it, chat. Is he playing Dr. Doom? Y'all know what I did. I played old school Shang-Chi. I can't believe I just did that.
Victory.
Oh! Ah! My emotions are all over the place. Well, this is not terrible for us. I'm ashamed. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm a little flustered. Do I want to deny a card draw and them have to... Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I'm a little flustered. I'm not gonna... I'm a little flustered. Gladiator Demon's great. They storm over here, maybe? I'm afraid the Gladiator is going to do terrible, unspeakable things to me. So this is turning off Miss Marvel on the left or on the right. We do this, and then we can Gladiator here for the win. Oh, he can move Jeff out. I think this is a good play here. No matter what he plays here, I win. If he moves Jeff out, he goes down to 11. He goes down to 11. He would need to put something. He doesn't have enough, so Alive to the right wins every time. What a match. We played Gladiator one time, I think, and I think it was... No, we played him a couple times. It was bad, like, the few times. Yeah.